Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Let's Talk About. My name is AJ Hartstone. For the people that don't know me, I'm a drag queen from the Netherlands. I find myself a little bit on the fishy side, but not like I'm that feminine compared to the person that I will add in a little second. Because our guest today, Sasja La Vine, she taught me almost everything I know about drag. And now we're gonna going to learn to know her a little bit better. Hi, Sasha.
Hi.
You're,
Hello.
you're still alive somehow,
I'm alive. Yes.
sadly.
Been under the radar for a while, but
But you're back and
still
you're
judging
still
me.
at it, except for your own makeup, so to see.
Well, my makeup is for today because I know you're a bit more of the subtle type. I choose to do a bit lighter, a bit more subtle makeup. Joke, pun intended. So yeah, normally I do like a lot bigger, more Trixie
Mm,
Mattel inspired, like a lot more colors. And now I only left it for the wig.
because now you're on the feminine side of what you normally will do.
For this
And
side of my body, yes, I'm on the feminine side. Don't look below
yeah,
there.
no, below there you will never be feminine. All the hair. Mm. But are you ready
No.
to be interviewed? Or you can't kill me, by the way. If I ask something you don't like, you can say that you don't want to answer, but you can't kill me. I still need to be 21 at least.
Well, it takes me about 30 minutes to come to your place now, so.
It's way too long. And for everyone who is watching, if you have any questions for any of us during the stream, you can just put them in the comment box, and I think we will see them right away. And we can try to answer them as quick as possible. So, Sasha, for the first question of tonight,
Ooh.
your drag is heavily influenced by Bianca Del Rio and Trixie Mattel. What
Yes.
is it that made you attracted to the camp style of drag instead of the fishy side?
When I started doing drag, I think about 8 years ago, I tried to do this bit more feminine, fishy looking, but that was also the time that everybody else started doing it, and I seriously just did not like it. I did not like it anymore, and I was about to quit until season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race when Bianca Del Rio came on, and season 7 Trixie Mattel, and everything I saw, I just loved. I loved the shady, I loved the hate, I loved the bitchiness, the looks, the big wigs, the figures, the dresses, and I was like, okay, I want to do that. So I tried to interpret that into my style and create my own character out of it.
Yeah, so you're not just another fishy bitch that just walks around and be pretty
No. I
because you try
prefer
a lot.
to because I'm already 6'3", so 193 centimeters. I'm already a very tall man. So I decided when I was trying to do more makeup, and throughout the years, the wig became bigger, the hips became bigger, the shoes became bigger. And when I walk into a club, I seriously have to bend through to go underneath every door. And I'm just, yeah, I want to be like this vision. When you're walking in, everybody's gonna look at you like, what the heck is coming in there? Just like, what kind of fucked up circus clown is coming? So
Well, and you're fucked up, so the hope is already there.
yeah,
Yeah, but you are really tall. We're around the same height. I believe I'm just a little bit
yeah.
taller.
Keep on dreaming.
Well, every time that I'm with you or when I'm with a more fishy kind of queen, people
Hmm.
always stare at you. And no matter if they like your look, if they like your makeup, or if they don't like it at all, they will look at you just with the same exact face from going on.
Yeah.
What's that? Who's
Whoa.
she? And with a
Nightmare on
lot of
Elm Street just walked in.
well, you're the fourth movie. the worst one.
Yeah, part four. I wasn't good enough on the first three.
And the other thing is when I'm with more of a fishy kind of queen or a king that just looks like a man, people most out of the time won't know if they are even her. They won't notice. They are just like, oh, it's
Well, yeah,
just
that's
another
the thing.
woman.
A friend of mine does drag as well, and when we are together, he's always doing like bigger makeup because next to me, no one will look at you. Sorry, if you're
Yeah,
too feminine and too like plain looking, and then I'm next to you, of
with
course you're
his
gonna look at
big
me.
hair and a big
Yeah.
orange. For my second question, my English is going all the way. I
Say the next
feel,
time you will come over, instead of makeup lessons, I will give you some English lessons.
or just teach me how to be less blonde. Maybe that would be.
Wear a blue
I won't be.
wig.
For the second question, how, where, and when did you first start a drag?
I started the first time. My best friend, it was my 18th birthday. My best friend gave me a pair of high heels as a joke for like, okay, you're gay. I just came out of the closet. I came out of the closet when I was 18. It was very late. And it was just like as a joke, like here, a pair of high heels. And then 2 months later, her birthday came up. So yeah, just roll with the rest. Buy a cheap dress somewhere, go to a party shop, buy a cheap wig, have some people do your makeup
Well, you
because
still wear
you
cheap
knew how
wigs,
to do it.
so
And that's just how the story rolled.
yeah. And since then, you didn't stop. Well, now you stopped for a little while. We will be back in
Yeah.
that in a little bit. But you were in it nonstop, and you've been doing a lot of things in drag, like weddings,
Yes.
parties, performances.
I've done weddings, I've done regular parties, I've done erotic bingos, I've
Mhm.
done prides. I've been on Utrecht Gay Pride last year. I was promoting Zandvoort Gay Pride for 1 year in
Utrecht,
Tilburg.
Tilburg.
And I was going the second year as well, but I got sick, so I couldn't come.
Yeah.
And yeah, all sorts of things. Swinger clubs I've done as well.
So you've done a lot. You have done almost everything a basic ass bitch could wish for.
Yeah, it was. It's seriously, it's so amazing just to that I got an opportunity from one of the more famous drag queens to book me several times to show my side of the my form of art and to create this character throughout the years.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to get an opportunity. Best is with someone that has a lot of experience already to actually show also to yourself, not only to others, but who you can be and who you want to be. And
Mhm.
that's also what you taught me for a long time. If I wouldn't have met you, then I wouldn't be sitting here today with this wig and those
Push through.
nails
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of to learn from other people as well.
Anybody else. There will always be other drag queens or other performances or even other people who don't even know one thing about a wig or makeup.
Mhm,
They are going to judge you because they want you to do what they think is the good way. And that's not true
mhm.
because there are more ways to accomplish what you want.
Yeah, just like paintings. One it was still art.
Yeah. And that's me, like shit, but art.
Well, mostly shit. What you
Yeah.
tell.
I'm about to kill you.
To the third question, you stopped doing drag now for a little while. Why is
Mhm.
that? If you want to
Um,
open up about it.
I've been through a dark place, like everybody has have had in their life. I was struck down with severe depression. Friends, I could not deal with my own emotions, and friends of mine actually saw my problem, and that was that I'm also an addict. So
Mhm.
they did an intervention, and yeah, it came out that I'm an alcoholic and I drank way too much. In the deepest, darkest period of my life, I was drinking about 3 to 4 bottles every day for months in a row, like not even capable of functioning properly just because I could not deal with my emotions. And after the intervention, I went to AA meetings. I went to therapy, and with this therapy, there came out that there was a lot more emotions and problems behind me that I was like pushing away with the alcohol, and that's why I decided to quit drag now
Mhm.
and work on myself so I can come out of this as a better performer. Because as you're struggling in your own mind with your own issues, you can entertain other people. And
True.
also, when you're an alcoholic and you're in a bar,
That
no,
won't really mix
not
together.
working.
Yeah, but I think, and I don't know if I already have told you this before, but I think it's really strong of you to be so open about it and be like, well, yeah, I'm having problems. I am
Mhm.
an alcoholic. I am struggling
I've
because
been
a lot
putting
of
it down for years and years, and it only got worse. It didn't get better, and I was waiting for this time when it was going better, but
mm,
that sunshine never came through the clouds. So um,
and now it finally
in the
is.
end, with some help of friends, I've overcome it. I've been through therapy. I was sober for a few months. I had a fallback. I'm now on day 3 again. So
Yeah, but at least you're trying, and that is what's important. If you try and if you do it for yourself as well as for the people you love,
mhm.
then then you will go far. That's the most important thing.
Well, I got some amazing help. I have some very good friends that know the problems that I can always talk to. Also, you. Even though I don't call a lot of people or don't talk a lot about it because I'm sometimes like in my too much in my head that I don't
Hmm.
want to bother other people with my problems. But I know as
Because
soon as
you
I start
feel like
talking,
you
I'm
are
very
bothering
open
the
and I
weak.
can talk to everybody.
Yeah, because you are feeling that if you text too much of different kind of
Hmm.
people, that you're like, oh, I'm bothering this one and this one and this one, even though we don't care and we are
Yeah.
willing to help you, you will get into your own head.
Hmm. And that's the problem. And that's
Yeah.
what's going on with a lot of people that's going through what I'm going through right now is that they think they don't have someone to talk to. And that's why
Mhm.
I'm trying to be open about it as well to as many people as I know, not only for myself, but also for them that they know, okay, he's been through, or she at the moment has been through a lot of things.
Or it.
Then it will also understand what I'm going through. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and also in a way, if you talk to us about it, then we feel like, oh, if we're going through the same shit, to call it lightly,
Mhm.
we can talk to you about
Yeah, indeed.
it. Well, let's go to the next question if you're ready to
Yes, of course.
lighten up the mood a little bit. You live with a housemate. What was her first reaction on you doing drag, or that she found out that you
Um,
are doing
I
drag?
already did drag before I met her, so she knew from like the second week on. I told her like, "Oh yeah, I have a hobby and it's this," because back then I had like maybe once every 8 months a booking, so it was like big. And I remember because my family doesn't support me in this, and
Mm.
I did my makeup once at her place, and I told her like, okay, can I go do makeup at your place? I'm going to a party from friends of mine, and they want me in drag. So hey, let's practice again, whatever. And she was like, oh, can I come as well? So we did like makeup together, and we went on our bikes like for half an hour bike ride to the place of a friend of mine who had the party, which was like a more of a sexual themed party. Themed, it was not a sex party, a sexual themed party. And I was like wearing a tied up t-shirt, like a dried out pink wig, and like only underwear. And then she was like, "No, you need to put on pants. We're going outside." And I was like, "Nope, bye." She's always been very supportive about this. because she is a person who is like willing to step up for other people that need help,
Yeah,
and she hates discrimination, she hates racism.
she
So
drinks a
even
lot of
when
alcohol.
people are coming over and they're like, oh, you live with a gay person or he does drag, oh, that
Mm,
makes me vomit, she will kick you in the face.
yeah, yeah, I know her obviously,
Yeah.
and I have seen her when people were like, you're gay, you're both drag queens," like, ew. That she would be like, "Okay, well, can we go to Leo's now?"
Yeah, she will
And
fight you.
yeah, she will. And I don't want to fight her. I think she beats both.
No, she's scary.
All women are. That's why
True.
I'm gay. And
They're
then
watching.
wait, what? No,
We
please.
are watching.
We didn't say anything about you. The next question, to get a little bit through the talking. Where was your first performance, and at which bar of club have you already performed?
Ooh, my first performance. I don't remember the town or the name of the bar, but a friend of mine drove me together with another drag queen, Miss Fixia. She was the previous owner of the Wilsons, the gay bar here in Haarlem that's also closed now.
Mm.
And it was like this old, like brown bar, like in a small town, and we did like a bingo, and it was fabulous. I had so much fun doing it, but I was so tired afterwards because it was like my second time in drag and like wearing high heels and was dying from the pain. And now looking back at those heels, I'm like, those were not high.
No, you always start off in small kitten heels, and now you walk on
Yeah, you
stilts,
always start
right?
off like a bedroom flipper. Yeah,
Now you walk on
and
like
I've
big
performed so
uneven.
many places. I performed a lot of times in the Wilson's bar here in Haarlem, which is unfortunately closed at the moment. So if
Mm.
anybody wants to reopen it, go ahead,
Book, please.
book me. And
Or me.
I've performed a lot of times there. During King's Day, I hosted there twice. I've performed in a swingers club in Brabant, in the south of the Netherlands. I've performed in Leiden. I've been, yeah, so many places. Amsterdam and Lellebel a few times. Yeah, Amstel 54, I've been several times. Yeah,
So you have done a lot of places, and mostly in Amsterdam and Haarlem.
yeah, mostly around my house so I can go home when I'm done.
So you can pick the train and be like, "Bye."
Like
This was
everybody's always
everything.
like giving you so much attention when you're in drag, and they're just like constantly, oh, I want to take a picture with you, and they're pulling down your wig, or they're like breaking your nail, or they're trying
Yeah,
to
you're
hug you
still
too fast, and
impressed.
then because you're in high heels, you fall over, and so many people want something from you that after I'm done with the show, I'm also like, I want to go to bed.
Yeah, it can be really tiring a
Yeah,
lot of the time.
but it's so much fun, and it's so much recognition that also a lot of people like what you're doing when you're like finishing your one number and you did your reveals and your dance routine, and everybody's like clapping and applauding or not. I like doing it.
So
It's so much fun.
yeah, sometimes the people are really stiff and they won't clap one time in the night,
Hmm. Then you're
and
done
then
and you think I've done an amazing job, and
yeah,
nobody claps, like blank
like
stare. You're like,
Lady Gaga could be
okay,
singing
I'm gonna
live.
go jump off a bridge. Bye.
Yeah, but Lady Gaga could be singing live, or like Michael Jackson could be raising from the dead, and they would still be like,
Slow clap.
yeah, and that's the most you get in the whole night.
Hmm.
Then for the sixth question, ooh, we're beyond the half already.
Ooh,
Um,
going so fast.
I hate you. I want this to be over with.
Quick, 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 quick.
What would you still like to do or achieve as a drag performer?
um, what I like to do as a drag performer is show people that there is a different way of doing drag than just look like a woman, because that's still what people think. At the moment, I'm a bit more subtle, so still don't look like a woman. Sorry, my eyebrows are like way up too high for a regular woman.
Well, I
And
look kind of like
um,
a woman, but I wear too
yeah,
much color to
what
be
I would like
one.
to achieve is that I really would like to make my drag like not my full-time job because I don't want to sit every day in 3 hours of makeup, but I would like to do it more often. And now, unfortunately, with Corona is going
Yeah,
on, I had nothing. But
it's really difficult
um,
right now for everyone in drag.
yeah, I would like to be an example and just like show to people that doesn't matter what's going on in your life, there will always be light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, there really is, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard to see or really hard to accept that there will be a better time, but it will still be
Hmm.
there. And you, yeah, the life is one big party, is what I mostly say, but you have to put decorations on yourself because no one
Yeah.
else will do it.
No, but you need to ask help every now and then because you can't do
Yeah,
anything on your own.
you can't do everything on your own. You say you
No,
can't do
anything.
anything.
I'm talking about you. You can't do anything on your own.
Oh, I thought you said you can't do anything.
Yeah, you. No, you need
I
help.
can do
You need
anything. No,
friends.
that's
You
true.
need family. You need support in whatever you're
Mhm.
doing.
And if
Um,
you can't get support from your real family, find another family because Sasha is, of course, my drag mother. She's my second mother, but I also have like an extra father and an extra mother that aren't family or related or drag family, but they are close to me. So when there is something and I can't talk to it with my real mom, I can still talk to them about it, or to you, or to
mhm.
your drag mother, or to a drag aunt of mine, or you still have my drag sisters, and
Your friends that
you
are
need,
close to you are like family. If they're
yeah, you need
willing
to,
to help you and don't only um, text you when they need you, but also just text you
yeah.
just to ask you how you're doing, that's all you
Family
need in life.
is about love and respect, not about blood.
Hmm. I noticed we're doing a lot of this.
Yeah, this is pointing. We're the pointer sisters now. We
It
point
runs in the family.
everywhere. We love the finger. um, as a male person, how did your family react on coming out and you doing drag? Well, you told a little bit a little while ago that they didn't really see eye to eye with you.
No, my family did not support drag at all, and that's okay. That's their choice.
Mm,
But it doesn't make me quit doing drag.
no,
I'm never asking for any relationship, any family member to come to every performance, help me glue down my wig or whatever. But just how do you say that? Find people that do support you. And if your family is not supporting of you, at least
mm,
have a mutual respect to each other that, okay, you don't like it, but I'm still doing it. So let's just flatline that and not talk about it too much, but still let me do my thing.
yeah,
My family, my mother and my brother both really supported me when I came out of the closet just as a gay. And of course, it was an adjustment and it was a bit hard for everybody. But
yeah,
in the end, we're all humans, we're all making mistakes, and conversation is key to everything.
yeah. Yeah, it really is. If you don't talk, there will be a kind of level of stress that will be adding on and on and on
Hmm.
till someone explodes, and then you will be way further from home than when you
Yeah,
just talk. Yeah,
indeed.
that's really true. But how are they now holding up? Because I have seen your brother a few times, of course.
Hmm.
Does he now accept your drag, or does he not still not talk to you about it? Or
Everybody in my family knows now that I'm doing drag. I come from a small town, so it wasn't that very long. Yeah, it didn't took that long for everybody to figure out what I was doing. But
no,
they all know it. They don't talk about it. But my mom, for example, is still standing up to other people in my behalf now. That okay, I'm not a big fan of it either, but let him do what makes him happy, because then I'm happy as well.
that's really sweet of your mother. That she's like, if my child is happy, then I'm as well, even if we don't see eye to eye. I think a lot of parents can learn from that, because not every parent, sadly, is like that. I mean, mine are. I mean, your mother is then as well. But I know
Mhm.
some people that are like, oh well, I started doing drag and now my mother has disowned me, or I am bisexual and my father doesn't speak to me anymore.
Yeah, I've noticed people as well, and that's why I wanted to create a drag family so we can like add up people that need this support, and we can be there for them.
Yeah, because we have to be there for each other. We have to do it in this
Yeah.
small world with each other, because if we don't support one another, who will support us?
Then we're a dying race.
Well, we already are. I mean,
Uh,
Corona. Are you ready for the next question, Miss Lavine?
Ooh.
You work in the Horeca to get to still know your boy self a little bit better. You work in a Horeca. Why did you choose that branch for your day job instead of like most gay people, like a hairdresser, beautician, or fashion?
That's racist. That's racist.
That's really racist.
No, hospitality has been something I was working in as like a side job, and actually first tried to study to become working inside of a daycare, because at that moment I still like children. Now I don't, but okay. So I worked as I did an internship in daycare, and then around that time there was a man in Amsterdam who abused a lot of children in a daycare, and that was like a big problem in the news. And I was not able to finish my internship, which was an obligated point of graduating to the next year. So they actually
Mm.
basically kicked me out of the school. Um, then I wanted to become a flight attendant, but I'm too tall because I went to the school to look if it was possible, and they said, yeah, but if you can do the education and then you can work on the floor, but you're not allowed to fly because you are not allowed to be taller than 190. That was back then. I know they changed it now, but when I went to that school,
Was it really a rule
yeah, he's like, you can do the education, but then you cannot fly, and I wanted to fly.
that you really have to be a certain amount of
Yeah, because
height?
otherwise, when you're standing inside of an airplane and you're too tall, you're working like this.
Yeah.
So then I wanted to do theater makeup, but back then I did not have any experience in makeup. I did not do drag, and it was like 100 applications a year, and they only hired like 10 people. So I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna try. So I didn't know what to do, and I'm already working in hospitality, and I really liked that. I could be myself. I was like a host, talking to your customers, figure out what they want, make them their stay like amazing and happy. So I decided to study that.
Sometimes crack a little joke so they can laugh at you. Or don't you do that?
Of
You'll be
course,
like,
everybody can laugh
"Bitch,
at
your
me.
food, bye."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like you, and I'm gonna spin it. Food.
Well, I'd let you spit in my food any day. That's gross.
You
That's
need an
gross.
STD test afterwards.
Yeah, but hospitality, it's not really the easiest job there is. I mean, I tried,
No,
I tried it, and you have to memorize.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, like the special fish on the menu, or the special this, or when this isn't available, or you have to memorize so much. A lot of
As
people
long
take it
as
for
you're new, you can use it as an excuse, and people don't mind. But if you've been working somewhere for a long time, you need to know what's going on.
granted. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried for a job in a restaurant, and it was my first time being in Horeca at all, in serving
Hmm.
people and all. So I was like, well, it's only my first day. I'm not even hired yet. This is just me trying out. Sorry, I forgot to bring your drinks. Please
It
forgive me.
happens. It happens.
It
Sorry, but I've been doing
happened.
it now for 10 plus years, and even I sometimes forget to bring someone their drink. Like, oh,
Yeah, it's the age.
yeah.
Well, now we know you as a male person.
Male.
Then we're going
I like the
back to your
quote mark from you that I'm a male.
yeah. You're not a real man. You're like a lady boy.
You
Lady
shit.
boy. Well, back to your drag. You've been in a few drag houses, and now you're obviously in mine, a house of Hearthstone. But what
Hello,
was your
hello, Hearthstone, Lucas.
yeah, we are really really great. We have 4 people already. If you think those 2 clowns we already have seen are funny, well, except for me, I'm not funny at all. But the other rainbow clown on the side, then you can book us. You can text us on House of Hearthstone on Instagram. I will put in the link on the to the Instagram down below later. I haven't done it yet, but I will. Um,
I will remind
maybe
her.
yours is already down there.
Honey, I
Back
don't
to your
even know where I am at the moment.
back to the houses. What was your experiences in those other houses, and why did you leave? Or I know you made them once yourself.
My experience in other houses are very different. You're working with a lot of different queens that have different styles, that are doing different things. So you're all like learning constantly from each other. So that was great. The first house I was in was the headquarters, and there was like a lot of different people throughout the years. And I recently left them like 1 or 2 years ago
Mhm.
because I wanted to try something new. Um, but it was great. You work with so many different queens that do different things. One is like a professional dancer. The other one is like a lip sync artist. The other one is a makeup artist and a wig artist. And you learn so much. That's great.
Yeah, and the other one makes outfits, and
Yeah.
everyone has
The
their
other one
own
is a slut.
specialty. Yeah, you.
No, I
I
was
love
like the untalented one that can't dance, can't sing, can't sew, and doesn't do anything. Just
yeah,
comment
instead
on
of
people.
being pretty. She, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. I don't want to be banned on my second episode, but she will go to the back alley for only 10 euros.
Uh, make it 12 and a half, and I'm okay.
Yeah, then at least you can buy 2 drinks
Alcohol-free drinks.
for now.
My voice went up because that was a lie.
But you also try to make your own house once, and that didn't really work out for as
No.
much as I know about it.
Um, I didn't really do anything with it. I didn't want it to be like a drag house that's constantly like book us, book us, book us. And it was more like I wanted to create a drag family that helps each other, supports each other. When one has a booking, he will ask in our group chat like, "Hey, who's available?" And this way
Yeah,
we can help each other. But I didn't want that like a very big drag house that is constantly working, working, working. I tried to create like more of a family instead of a drag house.
yeah, yeah, and I support and understand that. I mean, if you are trying to make a business out of it, eventually you will fail, and you end up only paying two
Good
euros.
sense. If you try to do something and start up for yourself, in the end you will fail.
Mhm. Yeah, everyone will fail. You're trying to do your own makeup, you will fail. You're trying to make your own outfit, fuck you, you will fail. Bye.
If your name is AJ Hearthstone and you try to walk in high heels,
Don't
best
even
luck.
think about it. I mean, the first time I actually went in drag with you to Amsterdam, I was too stubborn to pack normal shoes, and I would be walking in your red boots the whole night, and I will fall down every step in Amsterdam, and some teenage girls were like,
Shut up, keep on walking, head straight. This is not how we do this in the family.
it was so awful, and my feet hurt. Oh, I'm
Lesson
so
now,
glad.
lesson 101 for all the starting queens. Bring a pair of slippers.
Yeah, bring a pair of slippers and bring at least a sweatband or something like that. But make sure you can have boy clothes, because another night I did bring boy shoes, but I didn't bring boy clothes. So I had to be in Amsterdam the whole night until 7 a.m. for the first train to come, and I was in a dress.
Yep,
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah, but that night at least my parents picked us up in Amsterdam and we didn't have to walk
Yeah,
back or anything.
indeed.
Then I am up to our last question.
Well, that's good because my battery of my phone is running low.
How much percent is it? As low as your
70.
IQ? Yeah, as low as your IQ. You have a second drag family. That what have you learned from them, and how is your bond with them?
My
And what
second
did you
track
learn
family
to your children?
contains of you, Miss Ophelia from Utrecht, Miss Millie Lamol, who lives in Beverwijk. Hi, everybody who's watching. And
One
we're
person.
trying to create this stupid family, dysfunctioning, but we're
Mhm.
having fun with each other.
You're the
I'm doing direct longest from
now.
everybody, and yeah, I'm not gonna be shady, but I didn't learn anything from your guys' makeup because I've been doing it longer.
Yeah, but at
But
least you learned something from me.
no, it's
It's one
for
thing.
example, Miss Millie Lamol works also a lot for Trainbow. Go follow them. And he's been doing a lot of things. Also, he was the one, or she, what you prefer, was the one that booked us in Utrecht Gay Pride on the Trainbow boat. It was amazing. We had a lot of fun, and just his mentality and his state of mind is just so open. Like, okay, let everybody be who you are. We're gonna be so
Yeah,
much happier if everybody can just be who they are, without judgments.
yeah. And I've met him, her now once or two. I think twice, but I'm
Yeah,
not really sure.
well,
Yeah, once.
once
Well, I met her once, and
at
she,
my place.
yeah, again, everyone I met at her place, but it was like,
My house is like a
I don't
brothel.
know you. Your house is like a gay bar. Everyone will be there at least once in their life.
You will find everything here. You find drunk straight woman, a lot of glitter.
But she was like, okay, I don't know you, but I have a genuine respect for you because you are different. Even if we end up not liking each other, you will be another person. I'll be like, okay, well, she's okay. So
Hmm.
Millie Lamole, I
Just tell me.
believe her name is.
Sorry.
Huh? I believe Millie Lamole is her name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm really bad at names. I sometimes forget even my own. So, but she is really what I know and see. I don't know her that well, but what I've
Hmm.
seen, she's really open-minded and really sweet.
He is.
So
She.
if you
He.
are on
It.
Facebook, give her a like, give her a follow. Um, even
Follow her on
I don't know.
Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know if she has Instagram as Millie Lamole.
Yeah,
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 well, follow her there as well, because obviously she we think she's a really sweet person, so you shall too.
indeed. Follow
But you learned one thing from me.
from you.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
that I
fall,
could
go
do
head
your feet.
first.
That I could do your feet.
Oh yeah, you can do my feet. Ooh.
Oh yay.
She's
Less
like
expensive.
they studied. She studied how to do like manicures, pedicures, beauty routines, and And I'm not that kind of gay. I'm sorry, I don't have like a facial routine. When I'm done, I take off my wig, I put on liquid washing dish soap all over
Yeah,
my face, and I go to work. Um, she told me that I need to do like a facial routine with like moisturizer and shit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a
you
trained
still look
makeup
like
artist.
this.
I'm not a beauty guru. I'm just some little gay man with a wig.
Yeah, well, except you're not little anymore.
No, okay.
You're big.
I'm a
You're
big gay
really
man
big.
with a wig.
Well, that's at least it for questions for now. I think you
Ooh.
are already really amazing person, and I hope you know it. And I have learned, well, actually, everything I know about drag, I've learned because of you. Without you, I wouldn't even have started watching Drag Race. You were like, watch Drag Race, watch this, watch that, go and watch
Oh,
Burlesque.
which you still did not do, you little bitch.
What didn't I do?
The movie Burlesque.
I watched it 3 times already.
Good. And you did not told
Yeah.
me.
When I told you, you were like, you're watching it without me. Then I was like, should I stop and watch it with you? No, go watch it now. Remember, you're old. It's the age. I blame
No,
the
that
age.
sounds like something I would say.
Yeah. I
Told you to
don't
tell you to do something, get mad that you're doing it without me, and then let you continue doing it.
yeah. I feel sorry for your boyfriend. Shade.
Hi, honey.
But is there someone or anything you want to give a shout out? That's my final question for tonight.
If I want to give a shout out, I want to give a few. I want to give a shout out to Lola Veneno. Go follow her. She makes costumes. She made this beautiful bodysuit, this gloves. I want to give a shout out to Flash Wigs. He makes this wig. He's amazing. If you tell him I want to go big or go home, he will send you home. No. I want to give a shout out to actually, yeah, my few friends that and my drag family that helped me through the darker places. And also at the moment, I'm dating someone, so I want to give a shout out to him. Hi, babe. He is amazing in supporting me. He's so mature. It's not what I'm used to in dating because I'm the kind of person who's always fighting everyone because I just love fighting. But
Yeah, you really do.
he's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and he will put you back to your place from like, well, is it smart what you're doing right now?
Yeah, but he's just also so mentally supportive because it was very hard for me when we started dating to open up about my problems, my addiction, my therapies, because I'm always afraid people are judging me. And he was just so open and so comfortable and relaxed. And it's okay, that's what you're doing right now. And I'm supporting you. And if you need help, just tell me and I will support you.
Yeah, and that's really sweet of him that he wants
Yeah,
to help you in it. I'm really happy for you that you found someone.
thank you. It's been a long time.
Well, I want to give a small shout out to my uncle actually gave me the really cute palette of eyeshadow I'm wearing almost all the colors from Aquaria NYX Cosmetics. And I want to give a shout out to Shade Queen Wigs for making this beautiful blue wavy dream I'm wearing. I'm obsessed with it and I wear it a lot. Joe Baker, Jeffree Star. Never used
Ah,
Jeffree before, but maybe I will in the future. So that's it for today. Before
yes.
we're going to close, if you want to be featured in a future episode or like, oh, that person should be featured, you can message me on Instagram. My link down below in the descriptions. You can even, I don't know how this works, but I may be 20, but I'm not the best with computers. Um, you can send a message, I think, on here, and then I will try to get
We
back to you.
received the message halfway. How do you
Huh?
forget? We received a message halfway. It showed up like down there.
Yeah, I have showed one, and I have now another one. But I mean, like if this isn't on, and then
It
you,
ends up from an interview to like an IT moment where I'm explaining to her how computers work.
yeah, the old bitch has to teach me how computers work. Well, if you want to be interested, or if you're like, oh, that sounds like fun, or not at all, just hit me up, hit her up, hit somebody up, message House of Hearthstone. I will put a link in the description. Sasha's link is in the description if you want to book her, or if you just want to follow her because she is amazing. Go and do
Thank
it. Follow
you.
me.
You make
Follow
my
the
blush blush.
I almost see you blush through your 10 layers of makeup.
I'm only wearing like five today, okay?
Okay, to be subtle. Subtle. Why can I say the word? Uh,
All right, baby.
but anyway, stay safe.
Bye.
Wash your hands. Make sure you keep the distance from all the ugly people you don't want to be in contact anyway. Um, Corona is still out there, so make sure if you support the Black Lives Matter movement, that at least you stay safe and stay clean. And of course, if you have something on your mind, try to talk about it. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.
Bye.